Hey Collective, welcome to Empress 1111. I am here to do Aries reading. I was called to do Aries reading all day, okay? I know this is the first time I'm actually doing your sign under this channel, but I do have an intuitive message for you, right? The intuitive message I got for you, because I had several different messages, but the one that stands out the most is don't even think about it, which is ironic because Aries rule the head, anything surrounding the head. I was getting little headaches, so I don't know if you're going through some form of headache, or you feel like somebody is a complete headache, or something is a headache, or you feel like somebody gives you a headache, or somebody is might possibly intentionally giving you headaches, or somebody feels like you are ahead of yourself or something like that. Whatever it is, I'm hearing is don't think about it. Don't even think about it. So your thoughts are very important at this time. I'm also getting this thing, Aries, that you may feel like whatever decision that you're making is for your highest good, but Spirit is saying be very what's the word? Be very aware of something, okay? You need to be very, very aware, because I'm getting this thing where somebody, like, let's just say you're going to the grocery store or something like that, and your only goal is to get you some milk, right? But when you go into the store, you find yourself, this is pretty common, you go in the store, you find yourself not only getting cheese, bread, and your favorite cookies, okay, but you find yourself realizing that when you walked out the store, you never got the milk. So be very aware. Okay, that was just a scenario that I'm getting. Be very, very aware of your surroundings. Be very, very aware of what's distracting you. Be very, very aware of you missing something, because I really get this thing where you may be missing something, or it could be you miss someone. I don't know what it is, but it's something that you're doing that has you in this state of mind that the moves that you're making are right, but for some reason, by the end of the day, you always feel like it's like you walked out the store, you never got the milk. So it's like, for some reason, at the end of the day, something feels like it went left. So it's something to do with something that you are not being aware of, and it has a lot to do with it could be something that seem normal to you, because I heard normalize. So it's something that you consider as normal, right? But I'm also getting this thing where you normalizing something has become just, I can't even say the word, has became an awareness, right? Meaning you have gotten so comfortable with a state of mind that for some reason you think however you've been going about something is going to forever work for you, okay? And you're going to realize at the end it never worked in your favor. All right, it took a lot for that to come out, but it did. All right, let's pray. Holy Spirit, ancestor, my highest light, thank you, thank you, thank you. As we go into Aries reading for Empress 1111, I ask you to block all psychic attack, all evil eye, return it back to center, transmuted, blessed, and bliss. Please give us a clear message that we need this time. Put a strong hedge of protection around this energy. Thank you, my riches. Thank you, my archangels. Thank you, my deceased loved ones of my highest light. And thank you, Holy Spirit, our shining me. All right. Aries, I'm also getting this thing where somebody feels like they know your weakness. It's something that you do or something that you used to do, or it's something that you're currently doing that somebody feels like your weakness is always missing something. Like you always forget something when you go in the store, or you always forget something that you do, or you always forget to flip the lights off, or it could be a situation where somebody feels like every time you do something, you always forget one particular thing. So they use that opportunity to sabotage whatever that is in your energy. Okay? We have 9 of Cups. Let's keep going. Okay, Aries, I got the 9 of Cups in the upright, Temperance in reverse. I have Judgment, Page of Cups, 7 of Cups, Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands, 2 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, 8 of Cups in reverse. Okay? And at the bottom of the deck, like I said, don't even think about it. You got the High Priestess in reverse. So it's something that you're not considering. You're not thinking about something. It's like you don't even think about it. That's why I heard don't even think about it. It could be somebody telling you don't even think about it. Don't you think about it. Or you not thinking about it. You don't even try to think about it. Right? So we have the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Somebody, I don't know if you made a wish surrounding something, but whatever that wish is, it's throwing you off balance. All right? And that's why judgment keep being called on you. Or I'm also getting somebody's making a wish that something gets thrown off balance. Right? And it's causing you to have judgment called on you, right? But you're going to go through a rebirth, all right? So you may have somebody in your energy that's intentionally trying to throw you off balance, or you may be doing this because you're trying something new or something like that. But either way, judgment is here. And with this Page of Cups, you're going to realize something, right? Because with the 7 of Cups, this is somebody who's confused or have so much going on. Like I said, like going in the grocery store and you went in there for some milk, but you end up getting everything but what you actually went into the store for. This is what this looked like. You had a plan. You're going through a rebirth. You're realizing what direction you need to go. But when you go out the store, you never get exactly what you're looking for. So it's given like whatever this is, whatever wish that was made, you never get what you're looking for because either somebody's in your energy consistently shooting magic at you, or you're shooting magic at somebody and it's backfiring. I don't know how this is going, right? But I'm also looking at it as you're trying to get some form of clarity surrounding a wish that was made, right? And what's happening is whatever clarity that you're looking for, you're not seeing it because somebody is making sure that wish never happens. All right? I don't know if it's you, Aries, because Aries is all about that action, all about fast movement, taking action surrounding something. But let's just say you might be possibly dealing with another Aries. Okay, you could be dealing with a feminine Aries. You could be dealing with a boss. You could be dealing with a father figure. You could be dealing with a husband. You could be dealing with somebody, right? But whatever it is that's taking place, you may be a whole nother zodiac and you got Aries placements, right? Which is more crucial because that means they have the undertone of what people see when they first look at you versus undertone meaning moon, Venus, North Node, 12th house versus ascending, which is a very rare placement, Aries being in this first house. or Aries sun, right? That what people normally see when it comes down to you, right? You don't understand. It's like you don't see the undertone of someone's nature. So it's like you might know who they are in one field. Like you might know who they are in the streets. You might know who they are as a business person. You might know who they are as a family person. But you don't know who they are when they're in love. Or you don't know who they are when they're heartbroken. You don't know who they are when a plan fails. Like you don't know that side of them, because that's two different areas. Because one deals with logic, right? And the other one deals with emotion. So when somebody is in their logical state of mind, it's a little tad bit more structured versus who they are when they in love. So who you might know when you're dealing with somebody who has an undertone of Aries energy is more so like you might think that you're dealing with someone. Like, it's almost like you thought you knew somebody your whole entire life, and you find that at the end that they nothing like who you think they are. Like, if you have this demeanor of, well, they know I don't play that shit, so they better not play with me. Well, they know that about you, Aries, right? But if you're dealing with somebody who has an Aries undertone about themselves, right? Which means they may or may not reveal who they truly are when they in love, or when they're heartbroken, or when they're hurt. Like, they might know who you are when you heartbroken and you hurt, or when something bothers you. They may know you off the muscle because they have seen. It's almost like you revealed. It's like revealing yourself firsthand, first impression. They saw it off your first impression on how you react to things when something hurts you. But when somebody has an undertone, meaning that they didn't reveal that, they might not have revealed that side of them to you. You might see it as, oh, well, that's not who they are. And then they run into somebody else. We see this all the time. They run into somebody else, and then they go head over heels with that person. And they're like, they have this demeanor that but deep inside the undertone is, if you don't ever think about it, if you think about leaving, if you think about cheating, if you think about this, if you think about that, I am going to fuck you up, right? But they might be low key with it, right? That's the difference between how people see you versus the undertone, right? Because the undertone would never reveal itself out in the open. You're always going to see one side of who they are. But who they are inside is something that you will never see unless they have reached that point in their life in the heart space, right? That's the difference between logical and emotional, right? So you might know who they are in one aspect of their life. You might know who they are when it comes down to certain things, but when the heart comes into place, they are a totally different person. It's one of those I take you out type thing. You don't know who they are, because Aries, when it comes down to love, because I got a little boy right now, his Aries and his Venus, and I swear he be thinking like, if I call another child cute, he like he feels some type of way, right? He does. He start feeling some type of way, like, and he'll go as far as like, I don't want to get old. Like he has that demeanor. I said, boy, you're gonna be something else. You're gonna have to get you a graceful woman. All right, when you get older, you're gonna have to, she got one on her hands type thing. So, but at the same time, you have to also know that when it comes down to the heart space, right, versus how some people might see you off the muscle, those are two different aspects. It's really giving, like, this is how I'm looking at it. An Aries ascending or Aries sun sign. Aries ascendant is someone who has ascended to the point which means they have matured enough to become that boss that they need to be, and they're doing it right. But people see them like, okay, I know not to play with that one. Aries sun, you gotta think the sun placement surrounds the ego, because that's the sun. Sun talks about the ego. That's astrologically, your sun sign is your ego, right? And the moon is your mind. So if your Aries is in your sun sign, you're in your ego. So 9 times out of 10, I look at it like, because you a fire sign and Aries rule the head, it's like one of those situations like somebody piss you off, somebody hurt your feelings, you ready to just say, bow, that's it, right? But a person who has Aries moon, Aries Venus, Aries North Node, Aries 12th house, they are the type of people like, either I'm going with the 12th house, they might go about it in a way like through their gifts. Venus, they might, reveal who they truly feel when it comes down to heart space and relationships. In their mind, they'll concentrate on a person so hard that for some reason you don't know why sporadically things are happening, or the people or things are happening to the people around you, and all of a sudden things just start shifting, and it's all because that's going on in their mind, but you would never know that it's happening from the person that you're sitting next to because of how they think. Or 12th house, like you don't know how far they'll go when it comes down to how they feel about you or something like that, until you take it there and behind the scenes where you don't know where, when, where, and how they manifest something in your energy from the 12th house. You know what I'm saying? Because Aries, y'all are very, very strong-minded. And when I'm telling you, your mind and what you think about manifests very, very fast. That's the Magician card. Magician card is Aries, Virgo, Gemini energy. You know what I'm saying? So how you think, how you move is extremely important. All right. So I'm just getting this thing, Aries, where your intuition is blocked. It's completely blocked. And it has a lot to do with the fact that you don't know, maybe whatever wish that you're making, confirmation, whatever wish that you're making towards another person, it's not really that person that's doing something, right? It could be somebody totally different that's doing that to you, and you have no idea that it's coming from them. You would never think it's coming from them. That's what I'm just getting from this whole first lineup. This whole first lineup is giving like you making a wish to balance something out, but it's backfiring because judgment keep being called on you. You find yourself trying to rethink, like, where could this be coming from? Who could this be? You end up finding yourself confused, and then you end up getting the clarity at the end. But even when you get the clarity, you turn back around and do the same thing head first. You start going after something, not seeing exactly where it's coming from, surrounding whatever seed that was planted, right? And it leaves you in this situation where you don't know whether you should just continue doing something or just leave it alone, right? But I'm just getting this thing where whatever you're feeling, and this is just from the sun ascending, moon aspect of something, right? But if we're talking about Venus, Jupiter, other placements and stuff like that, 12th house, North Node, when we talk about other placements, it's really giving like whatever that especially in 12th house, whatever that you're manifesting at this time is backfiring and judgment is being called on you because your intuition is blocked about a rebirth that's taking place. Your intuition is completely blocked. You're confused, all right, because you don't know exactly who is who, where it's coming from, where is it starting, where it began. But you got some form of truth, but you still went about something without still seeing what it is. It's almost like somebody held this up in your face and you still did this and took action, right? And planted a seed. And it still leaves you in a position where you're not getting what you want surrounding a commitment. And it has a lot to do with the fact that your intuition is blocked, right? You could be dealing with a Gemini. You may have Gemini placements or something like that, but if you do have Gemini placements, you may be trying to defend a situation surrounding a union, a marriage, a relationship, or something like that, right? But if you don't have Gemini placements or something like that, you may be trying to defend yourself from a high priestess in reverse, right? Whose intuition is blocked surrounding the information that they're bringing you, right? And it has a lot to do with the fact that this Gemini is looking into something deep. Whatever it is deeper than deep on social media, right? Where a light is being shined on a situation, right? It has a lot to do with some form of betrayal that somebody keep burdening somebody with on a job, right? So yeah, while they're at work. So or this could be you that's doing it, right? And you're wondering why something keeps backfiring. In all reality, somebody could, let's just say you could be in a relationship with somebody, all right? You could be in a relationship with a Gemini, or you could be in a relationship with I don't know. You really could be in a situation where you got some form of truth and you still went about something blindly without actually seeing what seed that was planted, right? Because at the very end, it's like you're still not getting the commitment you're looking for. And it has a lot to do with the fact that your intuition is blocked. Your intuition is blocked. You could be dealing with a Gemini that could be combating something, all right? Because some form of light has been shined upon something on social media. And you may feel like it's stabbing you in the back and it's burdening you, but somebody is saying like, I'm building, or this could be you, all right, that's working on something. And whatever defeat that you may feel defeated, but this King of Swords in reverse, all right, is very extremely high ranking. Or this could be you, right? And they want to apologize for not being able to be there the way they need to be there surrounding you, all right, financially. But some form of 10 of Cups is not in devil energy, right? Yeah. And it's really giving like something is not moving forward the way that it needs to, because somebody, you could be dealing with a Queen of Pentacles in reverse that keeps doing something in someone's energy, or keeps doing something in your energy, all right, to block some form of Ace of Pentacles. You could be dealing with somebody young, because I'm seeing Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Like, this is somebody, you may be mature, you may be dealing with somebody who's young. It's really giving 20s. Like, they're young. And with the Lovers card, you could be married, or you could have been defending a marriage, right? But whatever this is, it's really giving like, you might have thought that somebody wasn't intuitive about something, but it's really giving, Spirit is saying your intuition is blocked. Your intuition is blocked. Look at these cards. If you have been receiving some form of headache, or you've been going through something, you may be dealing with an Emperor. Okay? You may be dealing with a King of Swords in reverse, or you got these placements in your chart. But somebody is very defensive surrounding a union, a lover's energy, and they have been shining this light, because we got the Ace of Swords. They have been shining this light to you on social media, or it's on social media, and you're just not trying to see it. You're not looking at it. the truth has been in your face, but you keep doing something without seeing the reality of something. That's what I'm hearing. Don't even think about it. So if you're trying to stop something, because with this right here, if you're not seeing something clearly, whoever this is defending some form of union, some form of marriage, some form of relationship, so whatever this is, all right, that's in the unknown, because Hermit this is somebody that is intellectual, right? So it's really giving like if you're not seeing something clearly, Aries, somebody's still going to be defensive. And that's a terrible place to be in if you don't know who's attacking you, right? Let's just say you thought it was a feminine that's doing it. It's not a feminine that's doing it. That's why your intuition is blocked. Because you know you got a lot of cat fights going on. Like, oh, they trying to take my man. And this could be you trying to defend your relationship. But the whole time somebody's doing it towards you or something like that. And that's why something keeps backfiring. Because you don't know who's actually doing it. You have no idea. It's like... That's a terrible position to be in. Because... you think that you're thinking that it's one thing. Even if you got them baby daddy, baby mama situations, you might be thinking like, I'm just defending my baby mama, my baby daddy's around something. And the whole time somebody, because your intuition is blocked, somebody can easily just take their time and study you. With that Hermit card, this is somebody who's studying you. They can easily study you through your social media, find out what your weaknesses are, find out who you love, who you don't like, who you keep closest to your heart, who's dearest to your heart, or something like that. And because your intuition is blocked, you don't know. You think you're doing a good deed surrounding what you're refusing to think about, or refusing to see, or refusing to believe. And the whole time, this person like you ought to know, right? And they're not gonna take it like that. Is what I'm saying. They're not going to take it the way that you have been giving it. Like your intentions may be good. Your intentions could be surrounding whatever that is. But if judgment keep being called on you and things just keep happening surrounding you and you don't know exactly where this is coming from, where it's starting, where it's beginning, like somebody could be like, oh, this person is going through something. Like let's say the person you attacking, they just withdrawn themselves, right? But they have headaches. They're going through, like I said, I had headaches earlier. You might be, or somebody might be, like just say you in my position. Somebody could be like, oh, they getting headaches because that's their karma for trying to destroy my family. Whole time somebody's withdrawing because of the harassment of believing that you was trying to take their family. And they're receiving headaches because the person that they're really dealing with is like, I'm getting on your ass. You better hurry up. I'm not playing. Don't even think about it. Don't think about leaving me. Don't think about cheating. Don't think about this. Don't think about that. And you're thinking like, or that person, depending on where you are in this situation, could be, but I'm trying to protect what's mine, or I'm trying to help a friend surrounding their situation, or I'm trying to keep this person out my family through my baby daddy, my baby mama. Like you could be on that, and somebody like, I ain't hearing that. I don't care what your reasons are. This person right here ain't going nowhere. Right? So whether your intuition is blocked or not, I hope that your intuition ain't blocked, right? That's like blindfoldly shooting and you don't know where you're going or whatever, and it just so happened to bounce back off some metal and boom, and hit you. That's judgment, right? Spiritually. And it's like whoever this is, because you're not aware of who, where, how, or where it's coming from, they're studying who you love, what's closest, dearest to your heart. Because it's kind of like, it's really giving like Batman when Harvey Dent became Two-Face, and Batman had the option to save Rachel, but he saved, and I'm talking about Batman the Dark Knight, he had the option to save Rachel, but he went on and he saved Harvey. And Harvey was like, why did you save me? because he loved her so much, he was willing to risk his self for her, right? And Joker came in and just put it out there like, you know, it's only so much of you can only be a hero but for so long before you become the villain, right? And that's what changed his whole demeanor, because he felt like it was personal. It started becoming personal on the people around him and their intentions surrounding whatever that is that they were doing. So he gave them an ultimatum. That's where the coin came in. You choose your fate. Because he felt like, okay, well, you made me choose between me and my person. You made me choose between whether it's my fate or my person's fate. And you chose wrong, because I would have died for her. But you got a choice, and I'm going to give it to you. Since you want me to live, I'm going to be the hero in this situation. Since you want to take what I love, you want to take who I care about, I'm going to take who you love. I'm going to take who you care about. Right? And that's how I keep trying to say Two-Face. Oh my God. Two-Face became Two-Face. All right? Excuse me. But yeah, that's how Two-Face became Two-Face, because he got tired of people making decisions for him. And eventually he lost the only person that understood him. And he went on a rampage. And it's only because people ignored his success when he was doing good deeds for people surrounding what society would consider a good thing. But then when it comes down to what he wants, he never gets that. And he didn't realize that till he lost the person that he loved, right? Y'all gonna hear me use the movie Batman a lot. I love that. I think that gotta be next to the Amazing Spider-Man, because I watch Spider-Man. But Batman, The Dark Knight. I'm talking about, there's so many lessons in that one movie. So many lessons. All right. Okay, we're going to wrap this up with this. We got the Water of 9. Okay. We got Air of 5. Water of 8 in reverse. Earth of 9. Fire of 7. Water of 5. And then we got the 9 of air. And we got your energy, Emperor energy. Okay. All right. So I'm getting this thing, Emperor. If you're married or in a relationship, you're very loyal to your person, okay? You are like a best friend to whoever that you're dealing with. However, okay, you do have an Emperor in your energy that is extremely loyal to someone they see as their wife, okay? They're very optimistic about the situation, all right? You may be dealing with an Empress, all right, that comes off a little cold-hearted at times. All right. Or it could be you or something like that. But, and you might see, and there's a chance that you might see them as oppressing, okay, while they're inspiring others. But, ending their gifts or trying to punish, or somebody's doing it to you, or whatever this is, okay, is going to really drive somebody completely crazy. Okay, it's going to drive somebody insane. They're not going to be in devil energy, but they're going to lose their shit if you do anything, because they are extremely possessive. All right, that's what's in your energy, and that's the secret remove about you may be dealing with Aquarius energy, or you have Aquarius in your chart, but somebody is truly in love with somebody. All right, and feeling the success that they have with a Gemini. All right. I don't know if it's you or somebody else that's in your ego about preparing humiliation to end somebody's business. But the way somebody is surrounding somebody, they will get very unemotional. Okay, you may be dealing with somebody in the spotlight, or being seen in a certain light. All right, where they are loved. All right. This is somebody who's extremely respected. This could be you or something like that, but they continue to move forward no matter how much somebody try to dominate their energy surrounding the unknown. All right. Something may be frustrating to you, but somebody's also frustrated because they feel like you're competing. All right. All right. And they're gonna try to get their justice, and that's the secret remove. All right. That they are watching whatever that you do to see and studying you to see what you're going to do next. All right. Because something will be manipulated. All right. Whether it's you or another person. You could be a masculine that's dealing with another masculine that feels like you're competing with them. Right. Or you could be a masculine that looks at a situation like you're more loyal than the other person to be with somebody. Or you could be a masculine that's in a relationship. They feel like you need to defend your relationship surrounding something, and that's not the situation. You could be a feminine in that energy. They feel like you need to defend a relationship surrounding something, and it's not like that. Somebody is defending themselves or defending someone that you may not care for or something. It's really given. But it's the overall energy is don't even think about it. So it's really giving like everybody's in this defensive energy for their own personal reasons. But whatever this is, somebody is studying whatever that you're doing, all right? Or you studying somebody's moves and their next moves or whatever this is, all right? Whether it's, because I heard Achilles heel. So whatever your weaknesses are, okay, whoever you love the most, they're studying them. They're studying you. They're studying whatever this is. All right. So why you thinking like you fa la la la, everything's all good? All right. Somebody is gonna go out their way to try to defeat you. Okay. And end you. All right. So and it's very frustrating at times. I'm telling you, it's frustrating because you will think that the person that you have a problem with, whether it's what they say, how they say something, you might feel like, oh, they seem cold-hearted, da, 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 and you feel like, okay, I need to step in and defeat the situation and then go about your merry little way. Like, everybody should be honoring me. But the whole time, somebody, and meaning, like, everybody should be honoring me because I march to the beat of my own drum. I run this shit. You know what I'm saying? Whole time, somebody behind the scenes trying to make sure you never get back up. Right? That's one of those situations. So whatever that is taking place, it needs to be reversed. All right, because about money, about their money, they will argue with you. All right, in secret by making you struggle in whatever that is. So somebody stands behind somebody in whatever that is. All right, like I said, you could be a feminine or masculine emperor. All right, that's dealing with another emperor surrounding something. And it's just something that you're not seeing because your intuition is blocked. All right, so this is not a real good time to take something lightly, right? I hope this message helped you. Y'all be blessed.